Leo, welcome to the show, bud. I appreciate this. Thanks for being here. White Lotus was your first major acting job.
Yeah.
And you were telling me backstage that you learned a pretty big lesson on doing that job. What was that lesson that you learned?
Don't lie about skills you don't have.
Okay, that's interesting.
I told them that I could drive because they asked me, and I said I didn't. You know, I'd just been cast. I didn't want to lose this job, so I said yeah. And then there was a scene. It was where Jack. He's like drives.
But you don't know how to drive?
When you say know how to drive, I mean, what do you really mean?
Did you have your license?
Nah. But they thought that I could do it, and I turned up on set, and I saw that they had a stunt driver, so I thought, oh, I'm good. And then they said, you know, we want you to swerve up, round the corner, stop on a dime, do the scene, swerve off, stop again, drop the phone out of the car, and then bomb down the road. And I was like, I can't do it.
Yeah, I can't do this. This is not for me.
And Mike was like, oh, okay, well, yeah, let's have a practice at the next bit. And so we...
Mike White, the director.
Yeah, Mike White got in the back of the car, and I reversed initially. He was like, okay, maybe try again. So I then stopped too suddenly, and he was like, oh, screw this. And he got out of the car, and we walked towards the second AD, who I'd told that I could drive, and he was like, in front of that. He didn't realize that the whole crew was there, but he was like, hey, Joe, Home Slice here can't drive.
Yeah. Home Slice here.
And for the rest of the evening, you know, members of the crew who I'd never met, would turn to me and go, so, can't drive,
Can't drive, huh? Yeah. But here you are, though. Now you're in a big new romantic comedy. Bridget Jones, Mad About the Boy, opposite Renee Zellweger. I mean, come on, it's a big deal. Here you are. You played Bridget Jones's new love interest, and how fun was that?
Oh, it was so fun. I mean, she's
the greatest.
She really is the greatest.
I saw a scene where were you like a ranger or no?
Oh yeah, I play a park ranger.
Yeah.
And she and her kids are stuck up a tree.
Yes.
And I come and it's actually really embarrassing because it's another story where I clearly don't know how to work a vehicle. I swerve up in this like. It's supposed to be this...
You swerve up again?
Yeah, me and swerving, clearly...
You gotta be kidding me. This is, Wait, so well, now you know how to swerve.
No, I turn up in this, like, little golf cart, this little park ranger golf cart, and it's supposed to be this, like, sexy, kind of cool introduction to my character, and I rescue her, and then I'm supposed to walk away and swerve off again, but I couldn't turn it on. So Wait,
it's a golf cart?
Yes, it's a golf cart.
Oh my gosh, Leo, this is really bad,
no,
dude.
This
never
is worse. I'm never gonna get behind a wheel.
Wait, so you get in a golf cart, all you have to do is put your foot on the
You say that, but it's not that simple. It is that simple.
Yeah, it is that simple,
it is. But I just, you know, I tried it a couple times and it didn't work, and then it gave me a bit of practice, and then for some reason I was confident going back into the golf cart, and I was like, do you know what? I'm holding my fleece in my hand. I'm just gonna chuck my fleece into the passenger seat. I'm just gonna chuck it.
Oh yeah, sexy.
But I chucked it through the golf cart, so I then had to like reach over and pick it up off the floor. But then my ribs hit the emergency stop button. So then when I tried it again, it didn't work. And so when you watch the movie, you'll see me just walking away.
Oh my God! So there's no golf carting in this. All right, there you go. Well, you have something to work towards. You have a goal.
Yeah.
Hugh Grant returns in this film, and he's one of our favorites. Did you get to meet Hugh at all?
I didn't meet him during filming. I met him at the Paris premiere.
Oh.
I'd had a couple chances to meet him before that, but I was just a bit too shy. I'd seen him like at St Pancras and the station, and then
he really doesn't like to be bothered.
Yeah, I just was too shy, and then I met him on the Paris red carpet, and I think I kind of blacked out, and I think I like grabbed his butt. But I don't know if I grabbed it or not. But then someone showed me a photo, and it looks kind of like no.
Here's you.
Yeah, that's a full-on ass
grab. His butt, yeah.
Yeah, it's a full grab.
Yeah, that's awkward. Yeah, you can't. That's you. That's your first time meeting him.
That was my first time meeting him.
Well, there you go. Might be the last time. Well, there you go. That's all right. But you'll meet.
Working out really well.
You'll meet him again. Yeah. Well, I thought since this is your first rom-com, we'd put your knowledge of rom-coms to the test. Would you be up for this?
I would, but...
Okay, I'm going to say a quote, and you tell me what movie it's from.
Okay.
If you can remember these, all right? Ready?
Okay.
All right, let's try one. Ready?
Oh, no.
I'm just a girl standing in front of a boy asking him to love her.
Notting Hill.
Yes, that's Notting Hill. That's good. You're doing great. I'll have what she's having.
Oh, Harry Met Sally.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
Ooh, that was a close
making
one.
a comeback.
Yeah. To me, you are perfect.
Twilight.
Yeah. It might actually be in Twilight, but no, it's from Love Actually.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there's so many quotes I don't remember. That's a
Me or-
famous quote. That's a tough
yeah.
one. Oh, this one's good.
Okay.
You complete me.
You say it again.
Why would you laugh when you're looking right in the eye? Yeah, I looked at you right in the eye. I know, I did. Yeah.
I like completely.
Yeah,
I like it.
you complete me. Wow. Yeah. Your heart just melted, yeah.
That's Jerry Maguire.
That's Jerry Maguire, yeah. Here's the last one here. It is a truth universally acknowledged that when one part of your life starts going okay, another falls spectacularly to pieces.
Bridget Jones?
Yes, it is Bridget Jones. Yeah.
If I'd got that wrong.
Ooh, and if you got that wrong. No, you got it right. Leo, I cannot wait for this. I'm the biggest fan of Bridget Jones. I really love them. But how do we set up this one? Bridget Jones mad about the boy.
So, if you haven't already heard, Mark Darcy, her beloved husband and father of her children, is no longer with us.
Yep.
So she's kind of grappling with motherhood and you know, life after loss. And she meets a few people along the way. Ones who can drive and ones who can't.
Yeah. And she might fall in love. I will say it's super funny, but also it has a lot of heart.
It's got a lot of heart, man.
This one's might be a little...
Yeah, bring some tissues.
Bring some tissues for this.
Yeah.
It's really good. I want to show a clip. Here's Leo Woodall and Bridget Jones mad about the boy. Take a look at this.
I'm a biochemist, studying to be one.
You're a student?
A late in life one, anyway, yeah.
How late?
I'm 28. I'm just kidding. I'm 29.
Is he closer in age to me or to Billy?
What about you? You are...
Slightly older?
I'm gonna say 35-ish.
Yes. Bullseye. Let's say 35.
Yeah, that's just it. Leo Woodall, everybody. Bridget Jones mad about the boy. Premieres on Peacock tomorrow. More Tonight Show when we come back. Stick around, everybody.